couple, I'm the connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curb, off the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Chargers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway in Southern California. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hurts fumbles it. And picked up by the Chargers. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
But I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
The call comes in, and the call essentially says all 11 have to make a play here. You have to show toughness. We just saw it there.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Busted Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to town. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like a 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around, hate me in real life.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Two and a throw right away. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Here we go. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. The 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert able to take it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Mostert, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Now they try to catch him by surprise there on third down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he gets it up past the 35. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Play action. Now it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability and a sack result.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 25 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
17.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
6, 7. Last shot.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Got ready.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great. With the offense, they can't be despondent.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. On first down, Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Tua, the final shot before half. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Here we go, set. Hey, check, Megan.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try. And time has run out on this first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Cowboy 80. 19 Tiger, 19.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on third down. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Trent Sherfield, 30 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And Sanders has got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Throwing is Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Get up.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 2 now on first down. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tua finding his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40, 20, 10, 5. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
It's a gain of 34.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Green back. Set. Hut.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Okay, right.
From midfield, here's Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A run with Mostert up the middle. They find some open field here. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. He's back to throw. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. But their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out their Charles in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Now Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Good game, bro.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now here is another interception. There he goes left side. He's at the 40. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Good game.
This was the first ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.